It was sunny and hot, and the wind was stirring the heads of barley in the fields. It was a pretty much perfect summer day. The hay crops are beginning to get harvested, and the algae on the sloughs is blooming like crazy. Barely 2 months ago, this slough was completely dry. Now, well, I guess it's not the prettiest, but I do love those patterns. The canola is blooming too, although the light wasn't the best to bring out its color. The foxtails, though, they just shimmered. I had a hard time focusing on these peas, though. The sweat was running in my eyes and I could barely see. But man, they're pretty. The wind was picking up as the day got hotter, but it sure made interesting patterns on the fields. I love how these ripples just travel along. And how the water arches out from sprinkler heads and paints rainbows across the sky. I'd left a little bit later in the day than I usually do because I wanted to get to McGregor Lake and kind of wait out the afternoon. The forecast called for a clear sky overnight, and with the Milky Way popping up, I wanted to get some pictures. In the meantime, it was fun just to watch the gophers and the swallows sitting on the fence lines, and to explore around the lake. That sound you hear? That's a marsh wren. Tiny, but man, what a voice. The late afternoon light was gorgeous, like it always is. This yellowlegs was hunting in a nearby slough. And a baby killdeer went out for a walk. Tiny and fluffy, man, they're so cute. The light was beginning to turn golden. These fishermen were about to pack up. So I left the lake behind for a few minutes to go have a look around and see what I could find as the sun went down. I found this great horned owl being harassed by blackbirds. What is it that they hate about them? I have no idea. The owl couldn't have cared less. It was maybe half an hour later when the sun finally dipped below the horizon. The wind had backed off on the lake a little bit, but the bugs, they were out in full force. Not mosquitoes, fortunately, just little gnats. There was a fingernail moon in the sky as darkness began to come on, and I had just about reached the limit of my video camera's capabilities. But as long as my headlights were on, it worked okay. But the still pictures, they really took over. The first stars appeared around 11 p.m. By midnight, it was getting pretty dark. There were coyotes singing everywhere I stopped, and this young one decided to run in front of my truck. Silly thing. I probably spooked some people here in Arrowwood as I tried to take pictures. Sorry about that, it was just me driving around. The sky was gorgeous. A surprise here, a little bit of aurora popped up. But by around 3 o'clock in the morning, the smear of Calgary appeared on the horizon, and the smear of dead bugs on my windshield as I headed home. But any day in the country is a wonderful day, especially if you're out there as night falls.